Hi there, crime fighters. My name is Charlotte Young, and today I have the fabulous opportunity to join Ray the DA and other interns, Mary Greenfield and Olivia Fishback, with recording In Touch. We discussed what happens when police officers do everything they can to help keep your local community safe, but the citizens are constantly covering up the crimes. He creates a number of different models and styles of police cars in 4 different police sectors in order to hopefully stop all the crime. Thanks for listening, crime fighters. Please join us again next time.
Welcome to In Touch Crime Beat. I'm Officer Don with Fayette Commonwealth's Attorney Ray Larson.
Out of jail, okay? Don't mess up.
And those are the people, those repeat offenders, the ones that go to prison. And
I say we're the #1 rated radio show in the whole country.
One of the things we have at this summer in our office are superstar interns. And one of our interns, Olivia Fishback, has done a story about something that I think is very interesting. And that has to do with the different types of police cars that we have. Because there are a number of different kinds of police cars.
What do you mean by types, Olivia? What does it mean? Get close to that mic there.
Okay.
There you go.
It means like the visible.
Marked cruisers.
Okay, so a marked cruiser is for like the patrol, meaning they go to places that are emergency-like. They go to visible or audible warnings, and they just make sure everything's calm. And then white unmarked cruisers are for like traffic, so they have like laser or radar speed guns. They have traffic cones.
It's about here in Lexington specifically.
Yes.
So the marked cruisers in Lexington, those are your patrol officers?
Yes.
They want the visibility, they want to be seen?
Yes,
Right?
they
Right.
want to be seen. They want to be heard.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, and then the unmarked cars are the sneaky traffic guys.
Yes, but they're
They're white cars.
Yes, they're
They-
usually white Lincolns.
They-
What about other unmarked
Yeah.
cruisers?
So if it's a different unmarked cruiser, like a different color or a different, even a different car, it's for detectives. So they are usually undetected. They sometimes even have different license plates.
You know, the lamest detective car I was ever assigned was a Chrysler K car. Now, you will not remember a Chrysler K car, okay? But I actually got assigned a K car. Thing had like a 2-cylinder engine on it. My lawnmower has more power than this thing. And it had one little blue light, okay? And I just made detective. So I wanted, you know, I put that blue light on the dash, you know, the little Kojak blue light. And I remember the other detectives were like, get that off your dash.
Hey, wait
You
a
have to
minute.
get a cooler car if you're going to put a blue light on that dash, rookie.
Wait a minute.
Chrysler K car.
K car, Kojak you mentioned, and Olivia mentioned something that you're very familiar with, and that's what you call cassette tapes.
Yeah.
And she said, what was it that you said about that? Those are so...
I said they're cool.
Yeah, she said they're very old.
Yes.
Yeah. Kojak, cassette tapes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the paddy wagon.
I did, and those are there's to transport multiple prisoners at a time to the detention.
What do you
center.
call them? We call them paddy
We
wagon.
call them paddy wagon. We call it the wagon. And,
Yeah.
you know, some people like to drive the paddy wagon. Some officers enjoyed it.
That-
Most didn't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
And so whenever your sergeant would get mad at you, Doug Smith would put me in the paddy wagon for a couple of days. He'd be like, Evans, you're in the wagon tonight. You're like, oh, come on. You know, because you're a rookie. You want to be pulling people over and getting tickets and putting them in jail. And paddy wagon, after someone's got to make the arrest, they call you, and you're the driver. You got to drive them to jail.
Okay.
You know,
I saw the exterior of the paddy wagon, but in the inside, are the prisoners separated from the driver?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely a good idea. Now, the old ones, it was just a van. You're right. It wasn't quite. Now they're compartments. They're like little. Every compartment's like a little jail cell in a paddy
Yeah.
wagon. And used to, the prisoners would be together back there, and they get in fights all the time. You'd be driving down the road and you're back there fighting. Hey, quit it back there! And you have to pull over, and you know you have them handcuffed, so they start butting heads and stuff. So they decided liability-wise, you know, this is not working.
Yeah.
I think we're probably gonna have to separate them.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Now, Mary Greenfield is also an intern in our geographically. So, Mary, stand up next to that microphone and give us the results of your review.
So basically, in the late 1990s, the Lexington Fayette Urban County government pinpointed 7 basic neighborhoods where the crime rates were very high. So they created 3 sectors, which of police departments, which are the East, Central, and West, that to basically make sure that the need for police services were evenly distributed throughout the community.
And Ray is, well, I was going to say we're so old. We've been doing this so long. When I started on the police, we had north and south side. That was it. It was split by Main Street. You're either north or south side. And there were maybe 24 officers covering the whole city at any given night.
Well, that's way before my time. Yeah.
North and south side, you had a paddy wagon on each side, but now we're into sectors, right? So each sector's like its own police department. They operate independently, sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have their own dispatchers. You know that?
The answer is no.
They don't.
Okay, they don't.
I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
Good
It's
answer.
still saying share the same dispatcher. Yes.
Okay, now I want to introduce Charlotte Young.
Charlotte, you get about a minute. So
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. You like that though, because she said she didn't want to talk. So.
Yeah.
I'm a senior at Henry Clay High School.
And Charlotte is an athlete. Now, when I say that, probably the most athletic people you run into these days are
Cheerleaders.
Cheerleader.
I am.
So she's in the competition business of cheerleading. So
She's got a game face on right now.
yeah, well, she doesn't talk much, but she'll have to talk now. So Charlotte, you're going to be a senior, right?
I am.
And so you're now this is her first day, so she hadn't had a project yet, but she's going to have a project. And you're in the process of trying to figure out where you want to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
So what's in the mix?
University of Georgia and University of South Carolina are the top 2.
Cheerleading squads.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck with that.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah. Well, she's a big deal. These 3 girls are all big deals around our office. I work for them, you know.
We'll see you next week on In Touch.